Hello everyone and welcome back to Notes Naka. So we are in day 2 of the lead coding challenge and the question for today is jewels and stones. So what the question basically is, we have a array of jewels like AA and the uppercase and lowercase are letters are case sensitive, so we have to take care of that. And we have a list of stones. So we have to find out how many of the stones are jewels. So like here we have AAA, so we have three jewels present in our stones. And over here small z is not present, so the output is 0. We have no jewels present in our stones list. So what we'll basically will do is iterate through stones and check how many of the jewels are present. Now if we do it normally, then the complexity will go really high. So to bring down the complexity, we'll be using hashing over here. Now let's go to our paper and pen and check out how we'll do this.
So the question basically is, we have two arrays. We have an array of jewels which has some jewels given to us, and then we have array of stones which has both stones and jewels mixed with it. So what we have to find it, how many of the elements from the stones are jewels. Like this one has 3 jewels. So that's what we need to find. So this is a very simple question. What we have to do is iterate through the stone and find out, count how many of them are jewels. So for that, what we will be doing is using unordered set. So in C++ we have unordered set. So we will be making an unordered set and then placing all the jewels over here. So we have 3 jewels, suppose, and then we will iterate through the stones and then compare it with the hash map, the unordered set that has all the stones stored over here, and it will return if it is present or not. If it is present, then we will increment the count. So that's how we'll find out how many jewels are present in the stones list. Now why we are using hash map over here, hashing, is because it can find any element in big O of one time. So it will reduce our time complexity, and therefore we're using an unordered set. So let's go ahead and see the code now.
So now let's check out the code. I have already written the code. So what I have done is used an unordered set of characters which I have named jewels. And then I will iterate through the jewels list, j.size. So I'll iterate through that and insert each of the character inside the unordered set that we have created. Now after that, I have initialized a count 0 to count how many jewels are present. And then I have again iterated through the stones list, s.size. And then I have checked a condition if jewels.find s of I. That means if the character of the s is present in the hashing our unordered set of jewels, then, and if it is not the end of the jewels list, then we will increment our counter and then return our count. So that's how it is done. So we will run, and it has been already run. So we can see 3. So our answer is right. Now let's submit and see. Yes, accepted. So this is how we do this question. I hope you liked today's video, and if you're enjoying this coding everyday challenge, then like our video and subscribe, and also leave down a comment if you are also following and doing the lead coding challenge or not. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Bye bye.